All right, a couple of quick stories I didn't want to miss today. There are people on the right going absolutely crazy because DirecTV, the satellite television provider, has announced that they are going to be dropping OAN, One America News, from their channel lineup at a point in the near future. Now, if you don't remember OAN, you've got Fox News, which is right-wing corporate. You've got Newsmax, which is slightly less corporate and slightly crazier. And then you've got OAN, which is slightly less corporate than Newsmax and even more insane than Newsmax. It is a trash, just pond scum type channel. And DirecTV has announced that they are going to be dropping the channel. DirecTV to drop One America News Network, as reported by NPR. DirecTV will be dropping the channel in a surprise move sure to deal a massive blow to the network that rose to prominence during Trump's presidency. Bloomberg reported that satellite TV provider DirecTV notified the owner of OAN, Herring Networks, Inc., that it would no longer carry the company's two channels when their contract expires. The other channel, A Wealth of Entertainment, dubs itself a lifestyle channel featuring luxury goods. I didn't even know that existed. DirecTV said it made the decision, quote, following a routine internal review. A DirecTV spokesperson told NPR the company looks at many factors in terms of whether to renew. And one question is, does the programming appeal to a broad enough base of customers, given increased programming costs and competition for consumers? DirecTV says it's basically a business decision that was not in the best interests of DirecTV. AT&T is a majority owner of DirecTV. And you might remember we covered this when it broke. AT&T has been facing calls to drop OAN over its support of conspiracy theories. DirecTV spokesman declined to comment on whether OAN's editorial policies were a factor. Rand Paul, the Republican senator, he, I guess, had DirecTV. Now, oftentimes people who have DirecTV, I don't want to say, sometimes when people have DirecTV or Dish, it's because they live in a rural area without cable. I don't think that applies to Rand Paul, but Rand Paul says he had DirecTV. He says he's canceling it because they are dropping OAN. He says, why give money to people who hate us? I guess supporting the exact type of boycotts that he often advocates against. And then Donald Trump, during his rally in Arizona over the weekend, also alluded to the OAN thing. And he says the channel was threatened by woke executives at AT&T. And he also says boycott AT&T. Take a look at this.
But you know what? One American News has done a great job. And here's the story, what just happened. The woke executives, I don't know what the hell they're doing. They have so much debt. AT&T is a company that is in serious trouble. And they need AT&T. And AT&T saying that they may no longer agree to carry this network that's doing very well. You know why? Because people told them not to do it. So maybe what we should do is not use AT&T. You know, if we did what they do to Republican companies, we would have no difficulty. We just don't do it. It seems like not nice, right? But they're not nice.
Yeah. So, listen, this is all, again, their backwards version of freedom. And it's going to come up in the next segment as well. We talked about it at the top of the show. They say let businesses do whatever they want. They say these woke boycotts are a bad thing. They say we shouldn't regulate businesses unless, and then all of a sudden DirecTV makes a business decision, maybe influenced by AT&T also wanting it made as a business decision. And now all of a sudden they go crazy and they say it's suppression of speech and they say all these different things. No one has a right to be on DirecTV. We're on DirecTV. The David Pakman Show airs on a channel called Free Speech TV. And it's on DirecTV and Dish Network. At any time, Free Speech TV could tell us we're not going to carry the show anymore. And DirecTV or Dish could tell Free Speech TV we're not going to carry the channel anymore. It's not a First Amendment issue. It's completely legal. It's this backwards version of freedom that they seem to only care about when it's convenient for them. And then if it's no longer convenient, it goes out the window. And the next story, quite frankly, is another example of that as well.